It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Can't believe it. I missed everything.
Miss the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
Here come all our favorite moments of a very fun week, including things that made you a little uncomfortable. You did what that was out of the norm, and just all of our other favorite giggle moments of the week. You ready for it? Here they come.
I don't believe in that stuff.
Showtime.
You believe in this?
Superstition for Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
No, but it did feel like the start to a movie walking in, didn't it? It was like eerie outside. It was dark.
Well, after I
like
picked up
bags
my-
were blowing across the road.
My God, 3:01. And I set my alarm for 3:15 this morning because I'm like, I got a couple of things to do, but I'm going to sleep in an extra 15 minutes. At 3:01 exactly, the Lord said, you will wake up.
Yeah.
My garbage cans were flying, like the rollout barrels you have, were flying across my property.
Oh, my God.
Like-
Have you ever seen that video of someone, they were filming theirs rolling down the street, but they added the stick figure arms, and it was like, ah!
It's crazy
It is
depending on
wild.
where you're listening from. High wind situations right now, just very, very odd. And on my way in, especially when I was on the freeway for a couple of seconds, really hesitated to pass any semis.
Yeah.
Just knowing the battle you must have with having that big truck catching all that wind. And I was like, man, you have your lane. I'll wait till it expands here a little bit and I'll give you some room. But the one job I don't want today is being a semi driver.
I had gone in one of those simulators at an event I was at, like a semi-truck simulator, and they would add the wind speed, like little by little. And before I knew it, I was in the ditch. There's no way. So hats off to you guys.
Better man than me. What's good today? You want to tell everybody about your face?
My face. Yeah, you're barely looking at me again.
It's
Is
tough,
it really
man.
tough? It was so swollen.
You're
yesterday.
a lovely human most days. Today, I'm going to be honest, man. It's a rough gig over here. I got to
know.
kind of keep my eyes focused forward.
So I slept like how, in Friday where she sleeps with her arm like that. Because I had Vaseline all over my face and I didn't want to get it on my new pillowcases. But I got up this morning, just softly washed my face in the shower. And then I got out and I have my bottle of lotion that will not leave my side today because it's like a drink of water for my face.
Well, you got to tell everybody what you did. Why are you
I had
looking
like
this
one
way?
of those vampire facials where they just murder the top dermis of your skin. It's like they take all the gross stuff off.
Is this like when they punch the greens at a golf course?
Yes.
Okay.
It's or when you tenderize a steak, that's kind of what it feels like, but it's through a laser. And I had my face numb, and then it just starts to wear off throughout the day. So I have ibuprofen in me. I'm like,
This time it doesn't look as bloody. It looks more like you fell asleep with your sunglasses on at the beach.
yeah, and that's what it feels like. It does not feel the best, but I know, and I've had enough of these where by Monday I'm going to love the results.
And the
So,
results are what?
no pores, smooth skin, plumps up the collagen, so many benefits. Get that dead skin off the top layer of your skin.
How long are you laying there under a laser for something like this?
It is only 20 minutes, but you have to numb for like almost 40.
Okay,
And
so it's
then-
about an hour procedure.
Yeah, and it's not bad. I mean, I've had, like I said, enough of them, but yeah, it's scary. It's scary to look at. I picked Liam and his friend up, and I had blood all over my face, and they weren't expecting it. They were like talking, and then all of a sudden they both look at the car, and they were like, "Oh my God!" Their little girlfriends were walking by, like, "What's wrong with your mom?"
No bra, red face.
It was a show.
You are.
Yeah.
Boy, he can't wait to get his license, Kitty.
I know. And then I dropped them off an hour away at this big basketball game, and it is 5 minutes from my grandma's house. So I went to my grandma's
You
house.
scared Nana.
I did what she was like, "Oh my God, what's wrong?" And I'm like, "I did this so I don't look like you in the future." But I mean, she still has great skin. She never has ever had any treatments. She has barely any wrinkles, and she's 96. I need her secret. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I was
going to
say, what
face.
does she credit that to?
I don't know, but she talks
Clean
about it
living?
a lot. She talks about it a lot. She's like, "Look at my face. Isn't it great? I have great skin." So she's a humble bragger. But yeah, that was my day.
Your day was yesterday was going to get a couple of dozen layers of your face lasered off. And
That's right.
Embarrassing your family.
Yeah.
All right. I am more than excited to hear what you did yesterday that was out of your comfort zone and a little bit out of your norm.
All right. Well, before I went and got my facial, I had to run out to the car site where all of our station vehicles are. And while I was out there, there was a crew doing work on the tower.
Okay.
And there were 3 guys. One was up there, and then 2 were down holding these wires, and they had to hold them out So they didn't drag on the ground. And then they found themselves in a pickle. And they looked at me as I was going car to car.
This isn't OSHA certified. You should have never been out there.
What?
You shouldn't have been helping them.
I did not hold anything.
What'd they need?
Oh, now if I say it, I'm going to get someone in trouble.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. So
I don't care. It took you 3 seconds to not care if they got in trouble.
Can you do us a favor, hop in the vehicle, and move it forward 3 feet?
Oh, you were just moving something out of the way.
Their vehicle.
Yeah. No, it's not a big deal.
Oh, okay. But it was a cherry picker. I drove a cherry picker.
Oh, yeah. First time ever?
First time ever.
Did they have
Probably going to be the last.
Did they have to tell you what to do, or were you able to figure it out?
Well, I put it in D.
Yeah.
And then I just drove forward 3 feet.
So they didn't really have to school you much. You just common sense took over.
Yeah.
Good.
But I was like nervous. You know, when you're a kid and you get to back the car out of the garage for the first time, I was like unsure of my ability to do it. But it was out of the norm for me. When would you ever see me during the week drive a cherry picker?
That's really pretty cool.
Yeah. So have you done anything lately that was out of the norm? Probably not.
I'm going to have to give this some more thought while we talk to Jack over here. Jack, what'd you do that was a little bit out of the norm lately, man?
Oh, it was really cool, actually. I went to a Barnes & Noble the other day.
Okay.
And I sat down in the Starbucks and got a coffee. And I guess that fueled me because I read a whole book.
You did?
Wait, in one sitting?
Yeah, like I haven't read a book all the way through since high school. It was just...
I wonder what compelled your car to drive to Barnes & Noble and then just go inside and sit there. And did you feel like cozy and like you might do it again?
No, I'll definitely never do it again. It was, I mean, it did like interrupt my day in a big way. Like I was supposed to like get things done and instead I just read a book. But it was, I don't know, it was like this weird meditative state I was in.
This is crazy. I
love that. You could have been doing something like I've never gone down an alley and bought drugs from somebody, but you went to Barnes & Noble and read a book. That's sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I bought drugs a lot. That's totally different.
I believe you. You have a soon-to-be 14-year-old, and you feel like you're plugged in. Accurate?
Yeah. I think I hear enough conversation lingo, and I'm one where if I hear it and I don't understand it, I don't want to use it incorrectly. Like you used to think out of pocket was just something in your pocket and then it was out of pocket. But if it's out of pocket, then it's like kind of a,
the first time I heard that term, somebody had said, I'll be out of pocket.
Yeah.
And it was because a guy was on vacation.
Okay.
And I thought he meant like his phone will be out of pocket. He's not going to be able to answer it for your work needs, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But before you make fun of me, I want to see if you're dialed in with your kids' lingo. Just a couple of things that I want to see if you know what they mean.
Okay.
What does head ass mean?
Head ass or dead ass?
Head ass.
Okay, I've never heard that one. He doesn't swear, so it wouldn't be.
This is the vibe
when I hear
of the youth of today.
Okay.
It means foolish, ridiculous, or like inept.
That's head ass.
Now you can start using that.
But you got to say it with sass. Okay.
You got to say that about almost everybody that we work with. You'd be like, head ass. Right? I'm going to start using that all the time.
Okay.
Kat, what does chud refer to?
Ooh. Chud. Like nonsense.
If you're like a jerk or a tool, you're a chud.
Okay.
So you can say that pretty much about everybody we work with.
Yep.
Okay. So head ass.
Head ass and chud. Okay.
Kat, what's a chad?
Chad is like someone that is cool.
Actually, it's an alpha male criticized for being too bold and confident.
Oh, okay.
That's a chad.
All right. So the juiced up jock.
You're 0 for 3.
Dang. These are weird, and I've never, ever heard him say any of these.
What does buns mean in slang?
Booty. Is that still a gyat?
Bad, terrible.
Okay.
Kind of poor quality.
Buns. How do you even work this into your jargon?
So what you're going to do?
Roll off the tongue.
The next time you hear a commercial break, you're going to hear some guy that owns a business with a lisp.
Okay.
On the radio, and you're going to be like, buns.
Buns. Okay.
Kat, what does gas mean?
Gas means like to hype someone up. You're going to gas them up. Am I right? I think I got this one right. I'm gassed.
Excellent. Awesome. Great.
That's what I just
You
said.
said to hype them up.
Yeah, you're excellent. You gassed them up. I got that one right.
If you're like,
I'm going to hit my buzzer. Bing, bing, bing.
if you're like Chick-fil-A, gassed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're hyping it up.
I'll give you half credit on that one.
I'll take the whole credit.
What does aura mean in
aura?
pop culture?
Oh, I got so much aura. And I'm told I got aura. Everyone that follows me on Snapchat, Pooh Big Diva, all one word. So it's just like all encompassing what your aura is.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yep.
Jack, your cool factor.
The cool factor.
What does...
Can you even say it? Some of these I can't even pronounce.
What does reheat nachos mean in today's language and slang?
Reheat nachos?
Yeah.
That means going back to the well, like saying something again.
It's like to produce a lesser version of your old work. Like you're redoing your old work, but it sucks even more the second time you do it.
So you take a test, and then you do even worse on a test.
All right, last one. This is failing pathetically. You're a horrible mother.
I've never heard any of these.
What does chopped mean, Kat?
Chopped means... I don't know. Get rid of? Chop them. I don't know. What is it?
Chop means you're like unattractive or undesirable.
Oh.
If you're like, look at that guy. He's chopped. It means he's just like fugly.
Kylie's the only one. She said, my 10-year-old told me to stop glazing the other day.
What
is that?
I don't know what that is.
I think that means to stop trying to
Like-
act cool. I think if you're like glazing, you're like trying to act cool. This did me no good.
You got 10% of them right.
You mean
That's
wrong?
it. No, correct. You got 10% correct. You got 90% wrong.
Oh, this one says, popular one in our house, put the fries in the bag. What does that even mean? So I looked it up for everyone in case you have a teen in the house saying, put the fries in the bag. That means do your job, stop talking, cut to the chase. So you could use that in your meeting because they talk in circles. So then you can say, put the fries in the bag and see if any of them respond to it. We learn something every day.
Absolute exercise in futility.
This was great. So,
will you attempt to learn with
and
having
you said reheat the nachos? It's not. It's reheating nachos. It's not reheat the nachos.
Reheating nachos means you're taking something that you did before and you actually fail to make it any better.
It's like recycling ideas,
but worse ideas.
Copycat, rehashing. Reheating nachos, like every story you tell. Reheating nachos.
Learning that the term Irish goodbye might not be something we want to continue to use. But, well, I got a couple more minutes. Hey, Justin, good morning. How are you, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. We're learning that you're somebody that will go and say goodbye to everybody at work before you leave. Is that right?
Oh, no, I'm the complete opposite.
Oh, so you will do the Irish goodbye.
Okay.
You're like Kat and I. When the workday is done, you're gone.
So how many people do you work with?
I probably got about like 7 or 8 people in my building, but there is the one guy every day. He's like, all right, guys, I'll see you later or have a good weekend. And I'm like, I want to go home and take a nap. I'm not saying goodbye to anybody.
Yeah. So you just leave at the end of your shift and that's that.
Oh, yeah. And then, like, it's even better. Like, if I'm out with, like, a group of friends or, like, let's say we're bowling or something like that.
Yeah.
If I'm, like, done and I want to leave, I use the whole, I'll be right back. I got to go to the bathroom. And then I just never come back.
Oh, you even lie about it, man? Okay, so here, how old are you?
32.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. In the next about 5 to 8 years of your life, you're going to eventually cut out that little lie, and you're just going to be like me, and you're just going to leave. Like, we were out with a whole bunch of hockey families on Wednesday or Thursday night, and even my wife was sitting there, and I just said to her, I said, I'm bored. And she's like, what?
And you went up to your room or
yeah,
what?
I just left. I went back to the hotel.
You didn't say one thing before you left the table.
I
like,
just
I
left.
have to go to the bathroom.
No, I just left. Why do you have to say that crap? Why? I mean, you don't have to lie about it. Just leave, man. And you know what's the cool part? Is then they are like, oh, what do you think happened to him? And
or the sad part is they don't care and they don't even look.
Yeah, well, no loss, right? I'm telling you, chop that little part out of your life, you're going to be a happier guy, Justin.
I might have to try that next time.
And you keep getting invited to stuff, right? Like this isn't affecting anything?
Or you can always, like, use the excuse where, like, you have like, let's say your wife or like your grandparents or something like text you like, oh, I got to go home. My kid's sick. You know, my wife texted me. I got to leave.
But then that opens up to a follow-up. How are your grandparents doing? Then it's another lie. And then that's karma because you're putting it out there that your grandparents are sick. So
Son,
just leave.
You are walking my line. I used to do all of this crap. And then one day I went, I don't care anymore. And your life opens up. Grass is greener.
Be careful what you wish for. I
Water's
hope people
wetter.
keep inviting you to stuff.
I keep getting invited to stuff. I just leave
I
when I'm
don't
done.
know how.
I just leave when I'm done. Again, this whole thing of I got to say goodbye to everybody is garbage, man. Justin, next time you're bored or you're just done, just leave. See what happens. Your life will get better. I promise.
I will, and if it doesn't go the right way, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm sure you will, like everybody else around here
I'll
when
give you
something
an
doesn't
update.
go this way. All right, have a great morning. I appreciate you checking in.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Yeah, Angel has been waiting on hold here as well because I want to talk about the Irish goodbyes with you.
Well, I show up to work, man, to work. I don't go up there, to try to engage with people. So when I leave, I just disappear, man. And
Same.
it's like they call me and they ask me, where you at, Angel? I said, man, I'm already driving home.
I am at home already. You know what's so funny to me is that we do work with a couple of people that make the rounds, and I feel like the only reason why they do that is to make sure people know that they actually came to work
Now,
that
I
day.
do this on days when we're like 4 minutes off the air and like I got something to do. I'll make the rounds real quick and then I'm out. Like,
Yeah.
he's out.
Okay, so you just want to make sure that they know that you came to work, but...
That's how I am, man. When there's something coming up and I got to be gone, that's when I'll do my rounds and be like, hey, man, y'all don't need nothing? Because I'm about to disappear.
Yeah.
I love this guy. Morning and welcome into the Playhouse. It's Kat and JJ. Now, I understand that this little social experiment I ran over the last 24 hours is a little bit slighted because I threw it on our social medias, right? So normally, I'm guessing that people that follow us like the show.
I would hope so. Or
Right.
have you ever like watched a train wreck? You follow something.
That's fair enough.
Because it's not. But people are texting and funny, inspiring.
But enough about me. What do you think about our show? So like I said, I ran a quick social experiment. I'm going to give you the full results in a second. But Chris, I appreciate you calling right away. Describe our show in one word.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. You want to help us out here? Describe this show in one word, please.
Awesome.
Well, I'm grateful for that.
That's fantastic.
And I got to be honest, man. Like when I threw this out on socials yesterday, I fully expected people on the internet to just crap on us. And I
would never think that. That's crazy.
Well, because most of the time, I think everyone will agree, most of the time you go online, all you see are people being jackasses, right?
Exactly.
And I fully expected people to absolutely crap on us. And it made me feel good when I read, like, I don't need that pump up thing, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to do whatever I do anyways. But I was actually surprised. And what would people say about you in one word? How would they describe you?
Laid back.
Okay.
I love it.
Maybe 2 words.
That's
You can do
okay.
2 words. So let me
I love
read
a
you,
good laid back
Let me
person.
read you some of the responses. Out of all the responses, only one guy called us overrated.
Yeah, Trevor, I saw that. I love Melanie calling us hot. HAWT.
Vivacious, entertaining,
Spicy.
bussin',
Riveting. Wow.
unhinged, said Debbie. And a couple of people didn't understand the assignment. Like Lindsay, in one word, describe our show. Work spouses that actually get along. Emphasis on usually.
Yeah.
Thank you for your one word answer.
I don't know what Samuel's listening to. Wholesome.
And again, I understand that there was a little bit of, bias because it's on our socials, but I have a reaffirmed faith in humanity that some people aren't going on the internet just to completely dump on somebody else.
And that's great. Lively, fun, breathtaking, genuine, amazing, phenomenal. Oh my God, they're gassing us up. What am I going to do with
My
this big
favorite was
head?
Trevor. He was the one guy that came on and goes, overrated.
That's great. But he did do a winky face, so I think he was joking. There's a winky face on there. Trevor, I see you.
Now I want to flip this real quick. If we were to describe you in one word, if we got to know you or we're listening to your radio show or podcast every morning, what would be the one word we would use to describe you? It's never easy to judge yourself, right?
Would it be vulgar? Would it be shocking? Sweet, fun, exciting, phenomenal.
Overrated?
Overrated? Maybe.
What would we use to describe you? Hit us with a call or a text. And you can send in a voice text as well. You can just record it like a voice memo and text it to us at the same number. If we were to describe you in one word, what would it be? We're going to start with Nevaeh this morning. How we feeling?
Good, it's Friday.
Good.
It
You're so
is.
soft-spoken. Is this you normally, or is this you just early without coffee?
That's me all the time.
All right, I like that.
that.
Nevaeh is a Libra cat, so can we start with her horoscope?
Yes. They
And
went
there go the tarot
everywhere.
cards
There we
everywhere,
go.
so hold
but
on,
the one that
Nevaeh.
matters
She's
popped out. Here we go.
She's such a pro.
Your horoscope for the day. Today's emotional energy risks being exceptionally high. Those are draining days. So you may find yourself at the end of your rope by midday. Try to take a long walk, calm yourself down, do some deep breathing outdoors. Try to avoid being drawn in to other people's conflicts. Sometimes they make that hard. And then excuse yourself and trust that they can work things out on their own.
Is that your life when you go to work? Everybody's got a problem and you just kind of lay back, or are you usually in the mix?
I usually lay back.
All right,
I'm more
I
of
like
a
that.
watcher.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that apparently
Take
will
it
serve
in.
you very, very well today. Out of all the tarot cards that flew in the air when Kat tried to shuffle them, what one popped out?
The devil. The
Oh.
devil very rarely shows herself, but it's temptation, vice, and self-destruction. You really don't seem like that, though. And your name isn't your name Heaven backwards?
Yep.
Okay, if you had one
Dealing
vice
with the devil?
in your life, what would it be, Nevaeh? One thing that you're just like, sometimes I give into it.
I don't know. I guess you could say sweets.
Okay.
Kind of a sweet tooth. That could be my vice.
Like a chocolate thing?
More like cake.
Oh, okay.
And I have a birthday party later, so
Oh,
The what?
she has a birthday party later. Is it your birthday or somebody else's?
it's my brother's.
Okay, and so that means you're going to go in there and eat up all the cake. That's exactly what that card meant.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's your vice?
Well,
My vice?
Yeah.
Reality TV.
Yeah.
I just can't get enough. And then I'm even to the point where I like act like I know them, you know. It's a little sad.
Kat's like, did you hear about my best friend
You
from
should
Atlanta?
hear my sister and I. I'm like, oh my God, Ramona. And then she's like, say less, say less. It's crazy.
Nevaeh should be a good weekend for you. I hope you have a great day today.
awesome. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Morning, Amy. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good, good. If you had a vice, what would it be?
Unfortunately, cigarettes.
Okay. I got it. How many times have you tried to quit, do you think?
I've quit. Well, when I was pregnant with my kids, I didn't smoke at all.
Okay.
So I should have just stayed not smoking. So that's 3. And then I quit again for 16 weeks. And back in, I can't even remember when that was now, but
Have you tried all the stuff, the gum, the Chantix? Have you tried it all?
I have. And the only way I can do it is cold turkey.
All right.
Have you ever been hypnotized?
No, I have not. That is something that I have been interested in doing, but I don't know. I suppose I just need to look it up.
Yeah, probably.
I heard a commercial.
I wish there was a place you could do that.
I heard a commercial on this radio station that they are going to be in town, so maybe look into it.
Yeah, look into it. We want you around for a long time. Kat, we know that Amy is a Gemini. What's her horoscope looking like?
Well, it sounds like a good day for Amy and other gems out there. Don't be surprised if you don't spend too much time at home today. All signs point to you being out and about shopping, visiting, maybe even attending a special dinner or concert. There are a number of family activities that you won't want to miss, so don't let your friends distract you with too much shopping or sports on TV, is what it says. I doubt that last
You
one.
got a lot going on this weekend. Are there big plans?
Well, I was supposed to go up north to my hometown in Park Rapids to watch my granddaughter at a volleyball game, but that got canceled because their weather, they already got 7 inches up there.
Oh, that's what she said.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. That's supposed to be my line, by the way.
I blacked out.
Yeah.
I don't even know why
you
I said
channeled
that.
me, and I could feel you like in my soul, and I was like, get out of there.
Well, Amy, head to the mall. Do some shopping.
What's the tarot card for Amy looking like?
Knight of Pentacles, which stands for ambition, entrepreneurship, and reward.
Ooh, money-making weekend, maybe.
Oh, nice.
You know
I'm
how-
self-employed now. So.
I see this as going to the saloon, some pull tabs, maybe some horse races. That's kind of entrepreneurship in my life.
That's gambling.
Not if you win.
It's still gambling.
I won 700.
See?
Look at
Entrepreneur Amy.
Yep.
Look at you.
Yep.
Get back after, put all that money back in, otherwise it doesn't count.
Yeah, right, exactly.
All right. Have a great weekend. We appreciate you. When was the time that kind of sticks out in your brain that you jumped the gun a little bit? So you were watching Naked and Afraid, and what was this guy doing?
This guy, he had fishing line, and by like day 3, your body's starting to eat itself. You want protein, you want food, and so his job was he brought fishing line to catch their food. And back home, he can't not catch anything.
Well,
all
when
he
you
does
got
is catch everything.
Pond stocked by the government of fish, I'm sure it's pretty easy.
So he'd go out there, and she would be within earshot, and he would be like, "Oh, whoa," like that, and he'd bring it in. And he was a nice guy, but just like fell short, and there was never anything on the end of the line. But like in her mind, she's like every time got all excited. I'm like, he needs to stop making those noises, because until he catches something, he's getting her all excited. So when is the last time you jumped the gun and you regretted it?
How about you?
So I was 19, just got the job up in Fargo at this morning show. And the girl was leaving to come down to the city. And then there were 2 guys left on the show. So I emailed one of the guys that didn't hire me. And I said, I'm so excited to come up there, meet you, and start working with you. And then he told her, and it was a big to-do. And I get a call from who would have been my boss / partner. And he's like, why did you write him? And like now being a 40-year-old woman, I'm like, who cares? It's your fault. You hid it from them.
There's a weird pecking order in radio.
He didn't tell the other guy that he had hired someone already. Yeah. So I think the other guy thought he had a hand in hiring or whatever, but that it was way above his pay grade. But I remember he called me. I was at a celebratory dinner at Famous Dave's with my family. And I'm like, I got to take this. And he's like, yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you when you get up here. But it was like a bad tone to start on.
Middle-aged white dudes have ruined this business. When was the last time you really up and jumped the gun? Reggie, you got a cool story for us?
Man, I jumped the gun with, I have a sister, and I basically got a bit of news that she was going to be having a kid.
Dude.
And me being brother, I was excited about this. A niece and nephew, either or. I'm excited about it. I post about it.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the right thing to do. That wasn't the right thing to do at all, honestly.
She didn't tell you at all when she told you she was having a baby. She didn't say, like, you're the only one I'm telling. Do not tell anybody. You just did it.
In my defense, she didn't say that. She probably should have, knowing I've got a big mouth and, I'm going to tell people. But yeah.
What's the fallout from something like this? I mean, are you unable to see niece and nephew? I mean, how pissed was she?
I don't get told secrets anymore.
Oh, fair enough.
That's one of the biggest things, yeah.
Some people want it that way. Some people want to live life not knowing the secrets, because then you don't have that weighing on your mind or anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good morning. It's Kat and JJ, and I'd like to introduce you to one of the bravest men on the planet who decided he was going to pull this on his pregnant wife.
Babe, be honest with me. Do you still find me attractive?
Of course. You're like a fine wine.
Could I just get better with age?
No, I've just learned to tolerate the headache.
Someone's got a death wish.
You know what might be happening when you say something like that to a pregnant chick. So the question really is what made you feel unsexy about your pregnancy? For you, what was it?
It was probably my ankles. And then I started to get that line from the bottom of the belly button down to like the pelvic area. It's like some people get those.
You weren't
But it was like a darker line.
What about your breath?
My breath has never smelled ever. Are you kidding me?
When you would come in, you would throw up in your car and you'd come into the studio and you'd be like, good morning.
I never smelled like throw up. Are you kidding me? Maybe I had a little on my shirt. But it was never my breath.
It was pungent. And I didn't want to say anything. And now that you're 14 years out of pregnancy, I felt it was safe to go for something like this. Caitlin, how you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Did you say you're 4 months off your pregnancy? You had your baby 4 months ago?
Yeah, we had our baby in October, and I think of my 9 months, I didn't feel sexy, I'm not going to lie, but I think giving birth, I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I felt like the ring of fire, and I've never felt that with my other kids. And after she came out, I literally was like, I can't believe I just did that in front of my husband. Like, my husband was mortified by me screaming the way I was screaming.
Was it kind of like you were possessed a little bit?
All I can say is if you were first-time mom coming in, it sounded like I was getting an exorcism.
Listen, you didn't feel like you had to apologize, right? You know what size you pushed out?
I apologize. I apologize as soon as you
It was
came out.
so bad. I had. Now, were you like dirty trucker cussing and stuff?
My mom was like, just so you know, the first words that the baby heard coming out with swear words. And I was like, well, I'm sorry. Like,
okay, so do you remember when Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes like had this pact? Well, it was actually his idea to have a silent birth where she made no noise. You know, because in Scientology, you want the baby to come out in a very calm environment. And he made her make no noise and do it all without drugs.
So what we do know about this now, Caitlin, is you could never marry Tom Cruise.
My husband was the only silent one. I can tell you that.
Was it shocked silence? Like, I can't believe my beautiful wife is using this kind of language?
He was terrified. I don't think him and my mom were so scared. They never have seen me in so much pain. And then once she came out, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, I can't even believe I just acted like that. And the nurses were like, girl, you just had a baby.
Yes. That's crazy that you apologized.
What can I ask? What was so different about this pregnancy? Was there anything different, or it just hit different?
So it was my last pregnancy, and I labored at home for about 48 hours, and nobody would take me in. And then I finally was able to go to the hospital when my water broke, and she came like an hour and a half after being there. So even with getting an epidural, I felt every little thing, and it was awful.
So it was the fact that the epidural didn't get a chance to set in.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, you're going through it, huh? I can't believe nobody took you to the hospital when you were in that much pain.
No. My husband, we went to the hospital multiple times, but that they said that I wasn't further along enough to be accepted into the hospital.
Oh, so they locked you out. This is a crazy thing that happens. I can't believe this.
What a stressful day. The day that you should only focus on one thing, and that's to get the baby out. You had to deal with all that mess.
Yeah.
Well, you made me feel better about being a guy and not having nearly as a dirty mouth as you had. So have a great morning. Kat, what's the most valuable thing you own?
The most valuable thing I own?
It's not sentimental. I'm talking like if you were to sell it today, cash money.
I think I have to do some research on it, but I have an old school like Dutch soup holder with these little mugs that go with it. I got it from a thrift shop for like a steal of a deal. But I think it's like something inside me. I feel like it's worth something.
So my in-laws have some of those like big Red Wing, and they're like ceramic. They're kind of like, they're not planters. Like they use it to catch fresh water out of their gutters. But they're like super, super valuable. For me, it's, outside of your house and your vehicle, like what's something valuable? I think my pool cue is a couple grand right now because the guy who made or invented the technology to make this type of cue died a long, long time ago.
Oh, okay.
And then yada, yada, yada. But I was reading this morning, when my wife worked for Prince, she would get sent routinely to this bank and he would take petty cash and buy gold, like gold bars.
Yeah.
And he had a big vault and she would go with two security guys. And they'd buy the gold. They'd bring it back. They'd put it in the vault. So when he died, I'm assuming when they were going through that place, there had to be millions of dollars worth of gold. And everybody knows gold is really valuable. But you know what's even more valuable than gold right now?
What?
Cow gallstones.
Why? Are they healing?
This is no joke. Cow gallstones have become one of the world's most valuable commodities, literally worth their weight in gold. They've been used for Chinese medicine for thousands of years.
Okay.
They treat all sorts of things, including hypertension, cardiovascular disease, neurological conditions like strokes and unconsciousness. The demand for cow gallstones is higher than ever before, so their price is by the way, okay, so the price of gold is $5,200 per ounce.
Okay.
The price of a cow gallstone is $5,800 per ounce.
Aren't scientists incredible? Like, how would you ever Like when they find a rare spider in the Amazon that nobody has ever seen, but somehow they grab it and then they take the venom
that treats glaucoma,
and then they heal a bunch of people. It is just crazy. Who would have ever thought we have to get our hands on some cow gallstones and
this was thousands of years ago that Chinese herbalists figured out
amazing
that a cow's got a gallstone,
and they're not even scientists.
You grind it down, you snort it, and next thing you know, you don't have high blood pressure anymore. Crazy. So if you know somebody who's got cows, start hitting them up. Hey, any of them got how about Bessie over there? She got the gallstones?
Bring them a sixer. Get them all sauced up. And then just say, you know what? You should give me some of those gallstones.